This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. The weekend is almost here and the heat is on, and it's only getting hotter over the next couple days. As you plan your weekend, let's get things over to First Alert Storm Team meteorologist Nathan Hopper for details. Nathan.
Yeah, thanks, Justin. Happy Friday, everybody. 5:30 here, and yeah, seeing a bit of a breeze out there, but plenty of sunshine for us as we round out the business week. You can see traffic moving along nicely there on I-29 and Hankinson. Just a bit of a breeze, but warmer off toward the south, where they're seeing some 80s, some upper 80s, even down towards Sisseton. There's those current temperatures. You see, I was talking about Sisseton right now, 88 degrees, 84 that air temperature in Fargo, 82 the air temperature Grand Forks. Roseau and Baudette, the two cool spots right now in the lower 70s. So pleasant afternoon there up in the northern Minnesota, 86 in Aberdeen. So we are seeing some hot air already moving in. But yes, as Justin was saying, even hotter air is on the way as we progress through the weekend. Wind speed, single digits for most of us across Minnesota, but we're starting to see wind increasing to double digits out toward Jamestown, Oaks, and Aberdeen. That increasing wind will continue moving eastward, so we will see a bit of a wind picking up here as we progress through this Friday evening, but not looking too windy, and that's the good news. An excessive heat watch has been raised for up and down the Red River into our South Dakota counties this Sunday morning through Monday mornings when that watch is valid for. Now, of course, Justin, hot for Sunday, but also hot again Monday. 2 first alert weather days to tell folks about for the week ahead. We'll break it all down in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Nathan. And with the weather the way it is, keep that VNL weather app handy for the current temps and forecasts right at your fingertips. You can download and use it for free. Just search VNL weather in the App Store today.
I was very shocked and almost in disbelief. I'd never seen anything like that ever before.
A Facebook post from a concerned man is getting a lot of attention today. It shows pictures what appear to be fully intact tombstones at an East Grand Forks dump. The original poster says some people started recognizing their loved ones' names. Valley News Team's Jillian Trudeau went to the dump site today to investigate what may have happened.
Alex Sethry was searching for rocks for his garden at a dumping site when he found something shocking.
I walked up there and I was very surprised to see full, complete tombstones just sitting there out in the open.
He said he saw about a dozen tombstones, some smashed and some intact. So he went to Facebook to get some answers.
People were very upset. People wanted to know what else was going on.
Robin Purcell, administrator for Grand Forks Cemetery Association, says in a comment that people may want a new marker made for a number of reasons, like a different font to make it easier to read. But Purcell says the main reason people throw a tombstone away is if an urn is being buried in a grave space that's already occupied. He says they do not allow 2 markers at one grave.
It was Memorial Day just a couple weeks ago, and I was visiting my relatives' graves and stuff like that, and to see intact graves sitting in a dump, it really disheartened me.
Sethry says he saw a World War I and Vietnam veteran tombstone, and he says being a veteran himself, he felt it was disrespectful.
They should be destroying them completely instead of having family members or loved ones gravestones just sitting there literally in a dump.
Purcell says the Cemetery Association takes a sledgehammer to unwanted markers and breaks them up into many pieces. Then they bring them to a recycling facility where they will be ground up and used for other purposes. Jillian Trudeau, Valley News Live.
Purcell says instead of using 2 markers for a double occupied grave, they typically use 1 larger marker with 2 names engraved on it. He also says if you need to discard an unwanted grave marker, it should generally be done through granite companies. A church in rural Harwood caught fire this morning. It was around 8 o'clock when it was reported at the Maple Cheyenne Lutheran Church. Someone saw smoke coming out of the windows. No one was hurt. No word on what caused that fire, but the ATF, the Bureau of Criminal Investigation, and other agencies are all investigating. A Fargo man is facing several charges accused of being in possession of child pornography. Brooke Ashlyn Feifel was charged on 5 counts of possession of prohibited material. A warrant is now out for his arrest. Authorities say between June 14th and 15th of last year, he had nearly 100 photos or videos of child porn in his possession, saying the images and videos show young children, 1 to 8 years old, being sexually assaulted by adults. A man who stormed a medical clinic in Buffalo, Minnesota, killing 1 person, wounding 4 others, has now been sentenced to life in prison without parole. Gregory Ulrich opened fire last February at the Alena Crossroads Clinic in Buffalo, Minnesota. In testimony during his trial, he admitted to buying the gun, assembling pipe bombs, and carrying out the attack, which, as you see, much of that was caught on camera. He said he was driven by excruciating pain the medical team failed to properly manage, and that he never intended to actually kill anyone. 4 high school graduates are filing a discrimination lawsuit seeking to reinstate the University of North Dakota's women's ice hockey program. The complaint comes 3 years after a similar complaint was dismissed. It alleges UND violated Title IX laws that prohibit women from being treated differently because of their gender. The women say they want to attend UND and they want to play hockey, but the decision to drop the program in 2017 deprived them of that opportunity. Mortgage rates are rising quickly, up to about 6.5% on a 30-year fixed loan, up from 4 or 5 as recently as a month ago. But housing costs haven't come down yet, and the combination is pricing more and more potential buyers out of the market. The Biden administration says it's working to get a handle on that problem.
We're looking at billions of dollars to build as many as 500,000 new homes over the next 10 years. Prefabricated homes, manufactured homes, modular homes, things that we know are less expensive.
According to estimates from the National Association of Realtors, the country is 5.5 million units short. They need more places for people to live. Right now, they're calling it an all-hands-on-deck approach needed to include fixing ongoing supply chain and construction worker shortages. Inflation has hit its highest rate in 4 decades. It's impacting many people across the valley, including farmers. When prices of materials continue to rise, it becomes difficult to make a profit. Local farmers say the cost of everything, fertilizer to seeds to equipment, has all skyrocketed.
Everything is just up. I mean, you can't go anywhere without seeing prices up at least 10%, if not 100, 200, 300%. And it's hard to really figure out how to handle that this year. It's hard to make a profit.
Economists predict inflation will go down probably next year. Your next batch of McDonald's French fries could very well come from potatoes developed at North Dakota State University. Asunda Thompson, the associate professor of plant science and a potato breeder, created the Dakota Russet. Developers say the potato has a gold skin and it's low in sugar, ideal for French fry making. Thompson says the McDonald's news is a dream come true. A local realtor is trying to break a world record while raising awareness about Alzheimer's. Kyle Olson with Kelly Williams Inspire Realty is participating in the Longest Day fundraising event to hold the longest marathon open house is what he's doing. Plans to be on site for 63 hours for one open house this weekend. The event's at 6012 78th Avenue South in Horace. His goal is to raise $15,000, and if he sells the house, he says he'll donate 10% of his commission to the Alzheimer's Association. The Carson Wentz AO1 Foundation is hosting its 3rd annual charity softball game at Newman Outdoor Field in Fargo next week, and we're excited to tell you can watch it right here on Valley News Live. The event will feature Carson Wentz, the star quarterback, and other former North Dakota State University football players competing in a home run derby and then a 9-inning game. Valley News Team Sports Director Devin Fry will be calling that game and interviewing players throughout the night. You can watch it on KX4 starting at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, June 21st. If you have a ticket, the stadium gates will open at 6, home run derby at 7. The game will follow at about 8. Still to come on Valley News Live at 5:30. See how much more fireworks may cost you this summer.
First alert weather days issued for Sunday and Monday because of that extreme heat. Take a look at how far above average we'll be as we head, of course, into Next week, you can see those feels like temperatures well above average, to say the least. Near 110 degrees for those heat index values Sunday, Monday. We'll break down what to expect here for this weekend next.